we're going somewhere really cool.
I'm in the Midwest of America, new old frontier country with my dad on a motorbike trip. Today we rode from South Dakota into Wyoming, en route to the Devil's Tower, and there it is. Entry to the national park paid, we snake around the tower up to the visitor car park.
It is so impressive. So with any impressive geological phenomenon, there is always some mythical story about how it was created, and Devil's Tower is no different. There's a Native American story, and I've recently heard a flat earth story.
The first myth is the most common story and has variations, but essentially it's the tale of two Native American Indian sisters who were chased by a giant bear. Climbing up on a rock, they prayed to the Great Spirit to help them. Hearing their prayers, the spirit pulls the rock from the earth and the sisters out of harm's way. The bear tries in vain to climb up and reach the sisters, but fails and leaves its claw marks in the rock for eternity. A different myth is that the tower is a tree stump, from a time when the earth was gigantic and trees reached into the heavens. This is a flat earth theory, people who believe that the earth is a flat disc spinning through space. They say the earth was once a beautiful forest, but was pillaged by something millennia ago. That something used huge machinery to harvest giant trees, apparently. I like the flat earth myth because it's just as ridiculous as the Native American Indian myth, but it's a more modern myth and one that captures a dreamlike sense of adventure set in a world that's right here, hidden in plain sight. There's a circular path around the tower. It's 1.3 miles and spins through a pine forest and a boulder field. It's beautiful. The thing that got me excited about the tower is that it's climbable. All 300 meters of its beautiful volcanic rock. It was first climbed in 1893 in an aid climbing style by driving wooden pegs into the cracks and climbing them like a ladder. They're still visible in the cracks today, but I couldn't see them. As rudimentary as it was, modern climbing techniques aren't so different, and down at the foot of the trail, there's a demo board for tourists to get hands on themselves. Overnight camping on top of the tower is prohibited, but the abseils are bolted so it's quick to descend off the tower. There is one man to have gotten to the top of the tower without climbing it, and that's George Hopkins, who parachuted onto it and stranded himself there for 6 days before being rescued.
The almost unclimbable Devil's Tower rock in Wyoming was the scene of a parachute leap by George Hopkins that caused a sensation in America. There he goes. He served with the RAF and was at Dunkirk. Now, finding life at home too dull and slow, he maroons himself on this rock.
All 360 degrees of the tower is beautiful and dramatic, each angle showing a different face. It's been over 100 years since President Roosevelt declared it as a national monument, and it's been far longer since the Native Americans discovered it and held it sacred. Leaving the tower, we passed a little group of prairie dogs, an animal I had no idea existed. These cute little fellas look like chubby, short ferrets, and they live in underground burrows and feed on grass. Riding away from the tower, it shrinks in my mirrors but grows in my mind. I have to come back here with my climbing gear. This video is part of a larger America video I'm working on, so please subscribe to get notified when it's finished.